same with our schedule.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, yes. Because the other 3 day I will do some workout, so so the jogging just match our class.
Okay. You've been very busy, huh?
Yeah, a little,
Busy.
but I think make me more make more healthier. I do some exercise.
You're very health conscious.
Yeah,
Already. Okay, so um, so right now what we're gonna do is discuss the TV series, right?
yeah, right.
Okay.
The second episode.
Well, technically, so we will not yet
Yeah.
discuss the second episode.
Oh.
No, I know you're excited. Um, so what was the last time we've done? So we um, discussed as a new vocabulary words you've learned, and you use them
Yeah, right.
in simple sentences, right?
Yeah, right.
So right now, what we're gonna do is that we will discuss, or I will ask you to use those new vocabulary words in a sentence again. But this time, it's no longer simple sentences.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be a bit complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know what is compound sentences? Can you still remember? So you can't remember what I've explained to you last time.
When a minute, because I right now I need to use my cell phone to see the document because how to say, my laptop, my screen just I don't know, just broke.
Oh,
You know?
gee, that's too bad.
Yeah, so I can only use my cell phone to see the document.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be hard because for me when
because the word is a little small.
yeah, it is. It is. Okay. So just let me know if you were able to pull up our book.
Okay.
Or
so
that.
I need to open the first.
Yes, it's still the first episode.
Document.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But the good thing with cell phones, it's actually faster rather than laptop or computer. Well, that depends.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on. So we're able to open your copy.
Yes.
Okay. So first, just a review. Okay. Can you retell the story?
Sorry. Let me think a while. Okay. Okay. It's a story about 6 friends.
Mm-hmm.
There are Monica, Rachel, Ross, Joy, and Phoebe and Chandler. There are 6 people, and the first episode is about how they meet each other.
Okay.
And introduce who the character is, just like Rose is Monica's brother, and Phoebe and Chandler and Joey is Monica's friend, and Rachel is Monica's friend too, but Rachel only familiar with Monica.
Okay.
And okay, in the first, there's in the at first in this episode there's a cafe because Monica works in this cafe, so these people always like share their story or something in this cafe. And then when they talk and share something, and Rachel just ran into the cafe with a wedding dress. Yeah, and something happened, just like she just ran out of the wedding. She don't want to marry to the name, what's the name? Barry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the fiance is Barry. She don't want to marry to Barry, and she just escaped from the wedding, and she don't know where to go, so she went to Monica's building apartment, but she's not there. She's in the cafe, so she went to the cafe, and then Monica just introduced who the Rachel is to her friend, and also introduced her friend to Rachel. And because Rachel is escaped from the wedding, so she's nowhere, no place to live. So then after the talking about the thing that she lived in Monica's apartment.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Then also Rose, they mentioned Rose is unhappy because his his ex wife is a lesbian, so they just like broke up.
Okay.
Yeah. She just lived with another woman, and then just also brought a lot of things out of his apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, almost there. So yes, that's the first episode.
Okay, good, very good. Now, like I've said, since you have done, or you're done writing simple sentences, so we have it here. So you place here strip joint. We have intestine.
Joint. Yeah.
Fixating.
Yep.
Gravy boat.
Yep.
Metaphor. Okay. And because here horny.
Yep.
And upbeat.
Yeah.
Upbeat. So these are the vocabulary words you've learned. Now, since the sentences you've just created are just simple sentences, you can actually use, for just to make it simple, you can use the same sentences. It's just that you need to make it into a compound sentences. So, for you to use this or to create a compound sentences, you can use this. Let me place it there. So if you're gonna read it, the colored letters going down, that is the fun boys. It's actually a guy. Fun boys.
Fun boy.
Yeah, fun boys. This are, so we have F, and that is 4.
Oh, okay. The first word.
Yeah, it's 4.
Boy. Okay.
And nor, but, or, yet, and then so. So this word, or these words are actually called coordinating conjunctions.
Okay, these words are coordinary conjunction.
it's coordinating.
Oh, coordinating.
Yeah. So when we say coordinating, there are also called coordinators. So these are conjunctions that join or coordinate two or more items, such as words, main clause, or sentences. So let me hide it. So fanboys is actually called as mnemonic acronym. Can be used to remember the coordinators for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Okay. Well, just for pronunciation practices, Maso, can you go ahead and read coordinating conjunctions, please?
Okay. Coordinating conjunctions, also called coordinators, are conjunctions that join or coordinate two or more items, such as words, main clauses, or sentences of equal syntactic importance terms. In English, the how to say this?
Mnemonic.
Mnemonic.
Uh-huh.
Acronym. Mnemonic acronym. Fanboys can be used to remember the coordinators for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so.
Okay, good. So first, let's go with a Joey. This is pronounced as Joey.
Joey.
There, Joey. Then
Joey.
Syntactic.
Syntactic.
Syntactic. There. Mnemonic. This is a silent letter M, so you start with N. Mnemonic.
Okay. Mnemonic.
Acronym.
Mnemonic. Okay. Acronym.
So.
Acronym. Mnemonic acronym.
Yeah. So it's actually like some sort of abbreviation, but this is actually called as acronym, which stands for this. Okay, so that will be your guide.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
Okay, so I need to use my guide to make the sentence.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Well, making a compound sentence, it's not necessary. Well, when using fanboys, so I can give you one example. So, let's say they play and they sleep. See? It's still simple, though you've used the mnemonic fanboys. So, there. Well, that's just an example. Okay. Hello, Maso?
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so you're thinking.
So right now I need to rewrite my sentence, right?
Yeah, you can still use, or you can just use the vocabulary words. So like strip joint.
Okay. Strip. Okay.
Hold on a sec, Maso. Instead of rephrasing your sentence here, can you just go?
A new one?
Yeah, here below. In that way, we have a
okay.
You can just write it.
So I just write it down.
I
to know
prefer
my
I
original
prefer
sentence?
I prefer here. After or the very last part here.
Oh, here?
Yes, here. So
Okay. Here. Okay.
compound sentences. Are you done with your sentences?
Yes, I just finished the first one.
Okay. Yeah, because my laptop is a bit loading here, so I wasn't able to see it if you're done or not.
Okay.
Alright, good. Alright, good. Now, let's start. Okay, let's start with sentence number 1. Can you go ahead and read it, Maso?
Sure. Okay, the first one. Fruit joint is very famous in the USA, but I have never seen it.
Good. See? So what is the coordinating conjunction that you use?
Coordinating conjunction is but.
But.
B-U-T, but.
Okay, good. Next, sentence number 2.
Number 2, I have eaten something not fresh, so I don't feel good about my intestine.
Okay. Your sentence is correct. It's just here, this part about my intestine. So I don't feel good about my intestines. So instead of about my intestine, I don't feel good in my intestine, or I don't feel good in my stomach, or I don't feel good, or you could say, how do you call this? Yeah, we'll just use the word in.
Okay.
Yeah, in my
I don't feel good. I feel great in my intestine.
Yeah, because it's in an internal body part. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and the word you use is so good. Alright, next, number 3.
Okay, number 3, I have a dream of being a piano master, so I keep fixating on practicing.
Okay. So what does fixating again means?
I'm sorry again.
So what? Fixating. Yeah, fixating. You know, just a review. What does fixating
mean?
Yeah. What's the meaning?
Meaning. I remember it's like you stick on something, you keep in mind, you always do that.
Or you can say you're obsessed,
right?
Yeah, or you're obsessed with something, right? So here, so you keep fixating on practicing, okay? Alright, good. So the word so.
You also saw.
Next. Yes. Next sentence.
Okay, next sentence. Sometimes you don't laugh when you listen to stand-up comedy because you don't realize the metaphor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the metaphor. All right, good. So the word.
The conjunction is because.
Alright, next sentence.
Next one. The basketball is not horny, nor the basketball.
Okay. So here, there's actually a guide here when it comes to using the word lure.
Ah.
So lure is actually a partner of the word or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me show you an example. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the word either or. Yeah, that's actually different.
Okay.
Alright. So, there. Okay, so the basketball is not horny, nor the basketball. Okay, so what does horny again? What does horny means?
Horny is just like something which look like a
Okay.
horn.
Alright.
Yeah.
So at least you still remember. Do you think you'll be able to use this, in your everyday language if you're using the English language? Okay. But then again, just be careful with this word, maso, horny, yeah. So there is actually a different meaning.
Yeah. There's some,
Yes.
some different meaning.
And when it comes to shapes, so it's just a form. That's actually it's seldom, or sometimes it's never being used normally, because in the sentence.
So, when I use this, somebody else will.
Yeah, and in the episode.
Okay.
In the episode. So.
Yeah, right.
Who is the character who said this word? Can you remember?
I don't remember because in my brain I only remember a second.
Okay. I'm not positive, or I'm not sure whether Joey. Oh.
Joey, or maybe that's Joey because I think there always Joey say something about sex.
Yes, it was. It was Joey.
Yeah.
So when he said, I feel horny, and that's when Chandler mentioned, stay away from my refrigerator. So there's actually kind of joke there with a double meaning. So just be careful when it comes to using this word, because this word is normally being used when it comes to referring to sex. Okay, if you wanted to have sex or to something like that. Okay. Alrighty. Next, let's have the last sentence.
Okay, the last sentence. I'm going to graduate from high school and I will go to college with upbeat mood.
Okay, with upbeat mood, or you could say with an upbeat mood. So there, yeah, you just need to add that. Yeah.
Okay, with an upbeat mood.
Wow, perfect. So you have less So like I've said before, you're already doing it. So the simple sentence, the lesser error. Because there are some who tend to maybe wanted to impress that, hey, I know English now. I can create complex sentences. But then when you try to correct it, it's, there are more errors. Or, more errors when it comes to grammar. But the simplest sentences, that's better. Alright, good. Okay, wonderful, yay! So, yes. So that's it. That's for episode 1. But before we end our class tonight, okay, let's have some sort of a I want you to create your own story. It's like you can try to retell the story, but it's different.
So I need to tell the story.
Yeah, you can. You can actually just very quick or simple or just very short story that's a bit similar. You can retell the story, but it's similar from the TV series. Can you think? So it's more on expressing yourself, trying to retell the story or tell a story. You don't need to write it down.
Okay.
Or let's say, do you have friends? You have friends, I know. Okay, so from there you can actually base it from your friends. You can relate it, or you can maybe fabricate, or you could what else?
So I need to tell the story about the episode. I will tell the story about me
you
and
just
my
need
friend.
to reinvent. You just need to invent the story, which is about similar to episode 1. Do you get it? Yeah, you could invent a story. You can create your own story, or you can relate it to your friends. So, for example, we're friends, and let's say you're kind of a person that is very fun. So, something like that. So I can say that you're similar with say Chandler. Chandler is actually very funny also, because Ross is a bit too serious, right? Too serious with his life.
So so I can just tell a story by my own, just like
Something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, go ahead and take it away.
Okay. I have a friend. He's a little fat, but he's my best friend. One of my best friend. We also call it, in Chinese we call it fat because he is a little fat. So we call him, his nickname is fat. But his English name is Parker, like Spurs Tony Parker. So he always say he played basketball just like Tony Parker, but he's totally different. He's just not like Tony Parker because he is a little fast, so he cannot move so agilely, no, not that quickly. But he is very humorous. So I have to share something, or play basketball, or go hang out with him. And also, I have another friend. His name is Ken, Ken. Ken. He's one of my best friend too. The most interesting is his birthday is the same as me. We born at the same day, and and we all three live in the same dorm because when I'm a freshman, I go to our dorm. I found these two just live behind me, so we always go to school or hang out or play basketball together in my college time. And okay, about story.
So you have Fat or Patrick, then you have Ken. Who else?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Fairfad, or I will call him Parker. Parker always tell me some story. He has been served, has been experienced in his high school, but I don't think that's real because that's exaggerate. Just I will tell you one story. In his high school, there's a exam. And he just finished the math exam, finished the test, but there's still some time. So he just look around, look left, look right, and therefore he just found the man behind him. He did not know how to answer the question, and he is very happy. So he just looked behind and and how to say, he just throw his finger show off to his friends, show off to the man behind him, and he just so there's two. So, and then the teacher just say, Parker, please stand up. You you just get, I don't know, you just tell your friends the answer. The Parker just say, no, I don't tell him the answer. I just show off to him. I didn't tell the answer. So after the exam, he was being punished. Is that right? Punished. Yeah. But but after hear the story, I think that's so exaggerated. So I don't think that's real.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's a lot of story. That
Okay.
kind of
Very good. There. It's just a way of for you to compare or to relate with the TV series, wherein you could tell your own story just by basing it on the TV series also. So it's more of your speaking skills, alright? So just a tip there, whenever you're telling a story, Maso, you sound a bit in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel in a hurry. Someone running after you.
Right.
Yes, it can be. It's like
So
there
I
is a
need to
time.
slow
Okay,
down
it's
my
like I need to
tempo
finish this
to
within.
tell the story. Okay.
60 seconds. There. Okay. Take it.
I need to finish my
Yeah, so there.
in 60 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tick tock in my heart. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to slow down my
Mm-hmm.
tempo because sometimes if I don't know what to say, what the word,
Alright.
and what the story is, I
Always
always
be hurrying.
hurrying up.
Oh, okay. Alright, so there, don't, in that way, if you tell your story or if you talk slowly, but then um, it will lessen also the errors when you're talking or when you're speaking. Because if you're doing sentences, there's a way for you to correct your sentence, right? You can definitely check, oh, this part is wrong. But when you're talking, hello? Hello, Maso? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my connection is so annoying. It is. Whenever I'm even explaining, and then eventually you're.
Yep.
Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's actually the connection. It's not necessarily crash. It's just the connection. There isn't like some sort of an interruption. So what I usually do is that I need to turn off the modem. Just to refresh the connection. So yeah, yes. And like I've said, it's annoying. I need to wait a couple. They mentioned I need to turn it off for about 10 seconds. Well, of course, it's time consuming.
Restart the modem
Yeah,
again. Okay.
yeah. So there, it's actually annoying. Unlike my connection when I was on my parents' house, it's actually a different provider. So that one is a bit stable. Yeah, that's actually a bit stable compared to what I'm using. Yes, yeah. No, it's actually two different providers. So what I'm currently using now is actually Glow, but what we have in my parents' house is PLDT.
Okay. Hmm. Right.
For now, it is possible. It's just that the bad thing here is that PLDT is yet being used here, or they haven't established a connection.
Is that possible?
So basically, yeah, I need to stick, or I need to waiting, if
Mm-hmm.
PLDT will have or establish their connection here in my current place.
Oh, okay.
It's actually on my husband's
I see.
place. So there. Okay, so going back, I think I need to repeat what I just said. So, like I've said, you don't need to hurry. Okay, no one is running after you. So, there's a difference when it comes to writing and speaking or talking. Because if you're writing, it can be lesser mistakes or errors because you have time. You could see it.
Right.
You know which part you've missed or which part of the sentence that is wrong. Unlike for speaking, right? So if you talk so fast, it's better to think first, instead of, or maybe for me, I can just sense that you have so much stories to tell. That's why you tend to just, so you could, am I right there, Maso? Okay. So there, like I've said, no one is running after you. I'm just here listening.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't take time. Like I've said, when you speak slowly, you tend to
just
not
I hope I can slow
the
it
words that
down.
you pronounce. You can pronounce words properly. Like for once you're in a hurry, it's like there are words or there are parts that you are stuttering. So like this one, be very humorous. This is see. So when you're talking, you omit or there are words that are missing in your sentences. But if you're writing, I know you know that he is very humorous there. Yeah.
He is.
Exactly. So that's my point. So, I can definitely take notes your sentences. It's just that you're too fast.
I know what's wrong.
So I'm a bit, in a hurry also to type, the incorrect sentences. It is. So there. So like this one, I'm very impressive. Or Rachel run to the cafe with wedding dress instead of wearing, or Rachel ran to the cafe or cafeteria wearing a wedding dress. So this is when I asked you to retell the story. So that part you were also in a hurry. See? So you tend to, for you to commit mistakes.
Okay.
And if I know that you already know this part. Yeah, see? It's actually simple, but then you tend to miss it. So he did not. Instead of he did not, it's actually singular. He does not.
Yep. Just missing the verb.
Or did, it's also okay, but that's in the past. Thus, this is actually in the present, okay? Then I always be hurrying up. So, I always be hurrying up. This is, what part when you say this word or this sentence, Maso? Can you remember? Always in a hurry. Yeah.
Oh, hurry up.
Okay. So there. You're always in a hurry when you're talking or speaking.
Always.
Okay.
In a hurry.
Alrighty. Good job, Maso. When it comes to doing
always
compound
sorry.
sentences.
Okay.
So definitely later on you will be able to create a paragraph already. So it's like a combination of these sentences, but of course they are interrelated. It's unlike this, it's a different sentence, a different one. But once you created a paragraph, you're already telling a whole story there. Right? Okay. Alrighty. So there. We're good. So we're done with episode 1. Exactly. And then next week Tuesday. Yes, exactly. So you have a copy of it already, right?
We will discuss the book this Thursday, right? Okay. Next Tuesday,
right.
okay, we'll talk
So,
about the second episode.
well, of course, we will have another review. So we want as much as possible that the vocabulary words you've learned from the first episode, you'll be able to use still on the succeeding or on second episode or the third. Because of course the words that they've been using, it's still the same. You know, they're just it's actually, since it's a TV series, so it's being repeated. So yeah, so there. Alright. So still, you can take note of the vocabulary words, new vocabulary words you will learn from episode 2. Right? Alrighty. So there. So we're good for now. Maso, do you have any questions for me? You're welcome. And also, Maso, just a quick question. If in case, you have friends that you may wanted to recommend to learn English, or you could actually inform Michelle.
Yes. No, thank you.
Oh, she did. Okay. Because we can already promote the school since we have new teacher coming in. So there. Yeah.
Okay, I know Michelle has told me. Yeah.
Okay, so we're good for now, Maso. No, Maso?
No.